Hello my dear students, today I am going to describe about the side determination of the bone. This is frequently asked in your vivas and you get confused why this is difficult for you. Always remember three basic points. No need to read any books. You know about the bone. So always remember three basic points to determine the side of any bone, whether it belongs to right side or the left side. So note down these 3 points. You will mention, when you are asked about side determination, you will mention one prominent point for upper or lower, one prominent point for anterior or posterior, and one prominent point for medial or lateral. No need to mention any extra point. You have done with side determination. For example, this is the humerus bone, and for side determination, we will say that this is the upper end which has got the head. Then for anterior and posterior, we can say that this is the coronoid fossa that is present on the anterior aspect of the lower end. Then for medial and lateral, we can say that this is the deltoid tuberosity in the midshaft region that is directed laterally. So in this way, we have determined that this bone belongs to left side of the body. No need to mention any extra point, meaning that if you have mentioned this is the upper end, there is no need to mention this is the lower end. 1 point for upper lower, 1 point for medial lateral, and 1 point for anterior or posterior. So this was humerus. Now let's determine the side of this bone. This is also humerus, and we'll say that this is the lower end which has got condyles. Then we'll say that this is the lesser tubercle that is on the front. Then we will say that this is the greater tubercle that is on the outer side, and this bone belongs to the right side. That's it. This is your job. Only 3 points. One for upper lower, one for medial lateral, and one for anterior or posterior. Now look at this. This is hip bone. Any bone you can apply these 3 principles. This is the hip bone. We have to mention one prominent point for upper and lower. So we will say that ischial tuberosity is located inferiorly. One prominent point for medial and lateral. We will say that this is the pubic symphysis that is present medially, and one prominent point for anterior and posterior. So we can say that this is the anterior superior iliac spine that is present on the front, and this bone belongs to the right side. That's it, bache. Let's practice some more bones. This is again a hip bone, and for hip bone we'll say that one prominent point for upper lower. We can say that this is the iliac crest that is present superiorly. Then we can say that this is the acetabulum that is present on the outer side or the lateral side. And for anterior and posterior, we can say that this is the anterior superior iliac spine that is present on the front. So this bone belongs to the left side of the body. So this is clavicle. This principle also apply on the clavicle. If you know anatomy of the clavicle, no need to study those lines from the book. This is clavicle. We'll say that medial end is quadrangular. Then this is the conoid tubercle. This is inferiorly. Then for anterior and posterior, we have to mention that medial 2/3 of the clavicle is convex forward. So this bone belongs to the right side of the body. So let me identify this clavicle. This is the medial end that is quadrangular. Okay. Then this is the conoid tubercle. We have to place it like this. This is the conoid tubercle that is inferior. This is the medial end, and left is and one point is left that is for anterior or posterior. So this is the medial half. This is the medial half that is convex forward. So this bone belongs to the left side of the body. That's it, bache. From my lecture to get maximum benefit and never ever get confused about the side determination of the bone. So best of luck for you, guys.